Hello and welcome back, you lovely and amazing people of the internet. We are back with the Outer Worlds. So let's roll the intro. Really quick, I want to apologize for not being prepared in yesterday's video. I was just really excited to start playing. Anyways, if you haven't seen the first episode, that will be in the corner for you right now, right hand corner. So click on that, go watch that. Bear with it. Again, that video wasn't edited. It was mostly just let everything play, let you guys see everything. And then if you do or don't really want to see the character being created and all those things, the first episode, if you skip right to about, I think it was 12 minutes and 31 or 41 seconds, you can jump straight to the video and the action, and you don't have to watch all the basics of the video. Or, well, not basics of the video, I guess. It would be more just like the pre-build, the setup. Those are for more patient individuals that want to see every last detail, but for you guys that want to see the gameplay, just jump right to 12 minutes. But we're gonna get right into the game, and for that we are gonna head towards EdgeWater. You guys got a little preview as I was blabbering right there of our character, but we're heading towards EdgeWater. We have to go find a part for that thing who thinks I'm captain, and wow, that ship's a lot bigger when you get farther away from it. But anyways, we met the guy that captured us. That's pretty much a bad guy, I believe. Game's really detailed. Really quick before I get too far away, that's not the right button. I figured out about this menu. You can see the character level, all that stuff, the weapons. Apparently you can hold 4 weapons. On top of that you have armor, which I haven't even seen this yet. Helmet, select it. So you can have armors, you can have different consumables, you have modifications, general, quests, junk, you have journals, which I've read like 4 times. I swear every time I open this up there's more stuff I have to read. I'll read that later though, whenever you guys aren't confoozled with me. And then this is the map. It appears to be a pretty good sized map. I'm assuming there's going to be new locations, because if you can fast travel to the landing site, I'm assuming you can, where we're going to fly away and go to new spots. So I'm going to try and explore everything here. I wasn't done. But then you have the repetition skills. Real quick, we added to the high maintenance skills because I wanted to make sure I didn't have any problems with my guns going out in the beginning of the game. We added about a few points to a few of these things. There's just a lot that goes on in this game. So as we go, I'm going to try and get better at keeping hold of everything. There's a guy up here. You have nothing. You have nothing. Hello? Are you a bad guy? Oh, you're a bad guy. Well, that's nice. I didn't know you were bad. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave. I'm apologizing for that. Oh, I forgot how to jump now. Oh, it's up there now. Well, that's a great way to get started. That's a marauder camp, and I had no idea. I thought it was just like an innocent civilian that had died. Nope, it's never that easy. I don't know how to put my gun away, by the way, guys, so hopefully they don't shoot me with this speed now.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of EdgeWater's high walls and low prices.
Ain't safe out there. I've never got your name. Do they pay you to chat with strangers? Lie. Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hunworth, captain of the Unreliable. Is that why you got a pair of armed guards? I'll just ask him his name.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of EdgeWater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Who do I talk to about a power regulator? I am looking to make a little money while I'm here. This place looks like it's falling to pieces. Junior in humor? I don't really know how to say that. Fancy title for a gravedigger. I'll be on my way. I'll ask about a power regulator.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work. You offering me a job, I do what I want. You're asking the wrong person. I'm not interested. If he's offering me some money.
EdgeWater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Oh God, this place sounds evil. You pay to die? You want me to collect what's owed to you, I can do that. You're making people pay for their own graves. Why can't you collect those fees yourself? Let me ask you about something else. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Excuse me. I'm curious about the graves.
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
Figure out before I offer.
Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know? 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is he a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Can you tell me where to find him?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
I've already asked you that. Is there something else I can ask?
Yeah?
The sound is in pretty bad shape if it's keeping you employed. You lose a lot of people to marauders. Have you heard the news about the Hope? How long have you been a junior in humor, gravedigger, whatever?
Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna dock my pay.
What?
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1. All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
It's probably because they're dead. Normally I'd ask everything, but for now, I'm just gonna leave. That's hurting my brain skulls. Really quickly, I might quick edit it. We'll just do a pretty view here as I try to get rid of this gun. Oh, that's our button. There we go, okay. That is a pretty view though. Might make that the thing. Or you can do... Oh, there you go. I think that's gonna be the thing right there. Alright. We're back. My bad. I was distracted. Just getting a quick screenshot for the, what I think I'm gonna make the, thing. That made no sense to you guys. The thumbnail. Woo! Words. Right. Well, we're in town finally, and we are still holding a gun. It is empty, to say the least. And I couldn't tell you if it's daytime or nighttime. Though the sky is beautiful. Wow. I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the thing, or the thing, instead of dawdling around. The question is that inside that building? I'm gonna assume so. Put the gun away. We're not trying to kill people yet, or maybe we are. And that's deal. All right. Sorry, I got distracted. That might have been it. But we're back. We're going upstairs. Every time I use something, I pull my gun out, which is very annoying. I like the elevator music though.
Miss Holcomb, I need to explain this address. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
I don't know if this conversation's over, but I do like that I can turn away and still hear them. That's a positive.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Are you Reed? I was told I should talk to you. You must be the town boss. I'll wait until you're finished. I'm gonna ask straight away.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I don't live here. I'm just gonna be clueless.
Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
You're ignorant. Let's skip the small talk. I've got a ship. I need a power regulator. You think you might have the wrong idea about me. Let's skip the small talk.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Kinds. Let's hear about it.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Yeah, there's the...
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Yeah. I don't know what to say here. Probably... I don't think these people would take kindly to losing their power. You mean marauders? Marauders aren't people.
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Oh, so they're running away from you. If you want me to solve your deserter problem, I charge by the head, or why? I'm gonna be a bit cocky.
Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
I'll just see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure. I'd use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Later. Companions! CMP new managers, Mars companions. You've gained a companion. That character will join you in your adventures and help you in variety of ways. Companion provide power, support, enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. They can unlock special companion combat abilities, skill, learn more, yada yada yada. Okay. Well, awesome. Mostly picked her up because I was hoping that she might, well, where am I going? I'm going down there. Hopefully she'd tell me where some stuff I need to know about him.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before
Yeah,
we
that's
talk.
what I had a feeling. She just seems really on edge about everything with him. I don't know who I'm gonna choose.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
But yeah,
You got a minute?
sure.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
I had a feeling. This is about the deserters, so what's the other side of it? Figures Reed didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul. What he said seemed pretty straightforward to me. If I wanted to deal with I would have been heavily armed. Let's move.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues. How well did you know the deserters? You worked for them? Or you were friends or what? I'm just gonna...
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I'll ask her to find him.
The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it. On account of it being the only clean thing.
Well, suppose we'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
She says used to, like getting around no more, but I'm grateful. One thing that bothers me is why she looks so much taller than me. Anyways, Kendall and... I don't even know how to say her name. Parvati? We're gonna head out.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
Well, that sounds desperately evil. Alright, real quick, be right back. We're gonna stick to the main mission. There's my Victor's. Can I get... It's inside this building. Wow, I look like an idiot now. My bad. Oh, doors are open though. That's nice.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Honey, this ain't clean. It's nice though. I mean, look at this. Though I'm dragging on this episode a lot. Hello, friend. Can I sit down? I feel like that'd be more appropriate for the situation.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Quickest way out of town. How did you know I'm an outsider, though?
Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts.
There you go.
Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here, except for Miss Holcomb, who, for some reason, doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Poor thing. Maybe it's because you're so dismissive, quite inappropriate for... Isn't it? I'm a bit surprised here. You dismiss... I'm not sure how I want to say that. I definitely want to say something. You're so quite inappropriate, isn't it? I don't want to be rude and get right back to it.
I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
That's got to be tough. Sounds like you're terrible at your job, Victor. I'm not gonna be a dick. We're just gonna get back on track.
What would you like to discuss?
Oh, some spiritual advice. I just thought of something.
But what? I thought you would talk to
Hun,
him.
we're in this together.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away.
Like all my relationships.
I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off the power to deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you.
Yeah, it's wrong.
Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So what do you advise? What do you think of... Right, great. Can we wrap this up?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to EdgeWater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible, right? Just talk everybody into coming together. I'll keep that in mind. It sounds like I've got my work cut out for me. Thank you for your time. This has been a waste of time.
If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge.
Yeah, I know.
If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Yeah, why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, The collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Why would Victor be after manager? I assume you want to burn it once you get your hands on it. Handsome son.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Yeah, very. Why would Yeah, I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me
Yeah,
here.
for sure. We can always add that to it, just because at a later date we can retrieve him his book, and if he makes us a bit of money, it's always nice. Ammo, guns, and everything. Stay alive. But yep, we're gonna head out. I think we're definitely gonna probably make at least half of, if not all of the trip over, and then we'll pause it. And in the next episode, you guys will see us kind of dealing with everything. Just because we're getting a little long on the video. Anyways, it's a loading screen, so I'll catch you in a second. Alright, we're back, and God, it's beautiful. Oh. Sorry for the guns, my bad. Look at that, it's just incredible. Like, that view right there. If you could get rid of all this work crap. Oh, I mean, stuff. It's pretty. It is very.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
It sounds pretty. Real quick. Why is it telling me to go that way? I have no idea. Probably because I should be going that way. Anyways, now that I've distracted myself, walked the wrong way, and looked at everything. What are these things? I don't know. Stuff's interesting here. Pardon me for not taking an actual road like any other normal person would do. Here's one. I feel bad for her. She seems sweet, I guess. Look at that, that's just so pretty. So pretty. So yeah, we're gonna probably make our way that way. Surprisingly, I've already ran a lot of that. I'll probably just leave the words in, but speed all this up. If we come across anything or anyone, I'll slow it down. But otherwise, I'm just gonna sprint by these guys. I don't feel like there's a reason for me to stop and get all tangled up. Ouch. That hurt. And she's just looking at me like everything's okay. Do you have stuff? Shh. I'm assuming these orange things are bombs. I hear things though. I think I'm figuring out how the hiding system works if I'm hidden. Look at that, perfect little sneak. And I was quiet, so you guys couldn't hear me the entire time, but...
Heard something.
Yeah, screw off. Oop.
Here they come!
There, we're running. I hope she's following. Come on, sweetheart. I swear to God, if you die and I have to kill all these people. Where are you? Like, I hear her getting shot, but I don't know where she is. And I feel like I'm gonna have to save her. Lady, why would you stay back there and die when we could... I swear to God, if I have to kill her... Why would you stop? And the beginnings of me just wanting to travel alone starts now. Alright, well, we're gonna hit the road again. Be right back.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Alright, well, we're here, and we're almost 30 minutes into recording, so I'm assuming this video is already 20 minutes long, so next time we will catch you guys right here.